Alright, let's see what we can do in one of these games. Ooh, this looks funky. Well, I guess there's everything you could ever want, right? There's a draw. And so, there's draw, there's village, there's like decent payload from wealthy village. There's some amount of trashing. Probably you want to work mostly with Enlarge, and I'm going to say you're going to grotto away most of the copper stuff. Not exactly sure how I want to start out. We're noting that we have Trapper's Lodge, so it's like not 100% clear that you'd want to open with a grotto. Like, I'm thinking maybe we're going to top deck an importer instead and like start taking lab. And we can like buy the grotto secondarily. I guess the other side has the same idea. Yeah, probably like importer for, well, Enlarge, it'll top deck. I'm trying to look and see, like, is there any way that we... I don't know. I'm trying to figure out, like, is there any way that we draw whatever thing it is with the importer? I don't think so. I'm taking a second importer. I don't love that. I don't think. Like, am I going to top deck a grotto instead? We would look at top deck grotto here. We importer, Enlarge, whatever. Top deck that, grotto away 2 cards, top deck another grotto. I kind of like that play a little bit better. I don't know if I'll get like too far behind on the 5s, but I guess the other thing is the Enlarge isn't actually going to like do a ton. It's going to be like mostly, I guess, estate to whatever. So that goes on top. We do 2 of these. Top deck another grotto. We can get another importer too. We probably are going to end up in a situation where we're going to want to like buy a wealthy village plane. I guess. Just kind of looking at where we're at. I actually am kind of liking this other importer because like you can gain a wealthy villager, you can gain a lab. Either one on top, you're pretty thrilled with. Oh, crystal ball, huh? I guess that's moving more towards crystal ball's moving more towards other things. So yeah, I'll set aside those. Let's go ahead and enlarge our estate. Let me just go into silver. I'm not really loving the idea of putting another importer. Like, if we alternate the Enlarge and the importer for a little bit, I think we're pretty happy about that. It does not need to be top decked. I don't know, what do we want this state to turn into? We can potentially draw whatever it is. In fact, we probably should just draw whatever it is, right? Or we should get it into the shuffle, I think. Is that accurate? Maybe. It actually might not be. And I don't think that's accurate. It's going to be another silver, and that's not actually of much use, is it? We could get it over a copper. Let's do it. Don't need it on top for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I actually want to do that, or do I just want to like set aside, I don't know, 3 of these? We could potentially just trash out this estate, or I guess we could trash out a copper this way. If we just do 3 of them. Like, I don't think another silver is actually that impressive, I want to say. And I kind of don't want to exclude the estate. Just do 4 coppers. Play importer, be relatively happy. Yeah. Top deck a lab at the start of this turn. The crystal ball has it where you're already up to like getting wealthy villages, potentially in a good way, which is not ideal, but maybe we end up enlarging like silver instead. We can go like silver to crystal ball ourselves. In which case probably I shouldn't have set aside 4 coppers, but oh well, whatever. You get insignia. That is not particularly useful. So she go lab first. Okay. Can we buy gold? We set aside 4 coppers, and I would be buying a crystal ball, trashing the estate. I don't think we need to trash the estate. I think we can trash a silver. What does that have us hitting then? 4? Or I guess 3, trashing a copper. Or actually it doesn't have us hitting much of anything? No, it does have us hitting 3, trashing a copper. It seems fine. Okay, let's take this to a crystal ball. And we'll just trash out this copper. Maybe a crystal ball to gold. Can I draw it necessarily? No. Yeah, I don't love having the crystal ball, but I don't think I'm in a position where I can do something better. We are hitting the wealthy villages a little bit harder than I would like. Oh, staff would be really nice. I think I could throw a gold in there, but I think we have to be conservative with this. This could just be like copper to estate, copper to another grotto is probably actually a touch better, right? What is that? That's a copper, so this is fine. Village goat is not my favorite thing in the world to be seeing. I could also take crystal ball to like farm or something, get the aqueduct points. At this point we should be able to just buy wealthy villages like from here out. The staff was really, really nice for you, although I guess it's not actually that useful now that you have multiple wealthy villages around. I'm going to take like Grotto to importer. Start to be setting aside a little bit more. I mean, I'm trashing down. I feel like maybe a touch better, but at the same time, I just feel, I just have less stuff. It's gotta be. Maybe it was the double importer open. That could have been just get the extra gain in there. A pretty big deal. You didn't get one last turn, but at the same time, I don't know. I mean, we'll put something in before the shuffle, certainly. That's your importer, yeah. I am concerned about this wealthy village stuff going on. You're just getting, I mean, you're going to get more loot. That's bad, right? You get more lab, you have 2 importers out, you're going to get more draw. It's some point, like, it turns into platinum. Like, at some point, I wish the trashing advantage did something, but because of Grotto, it just kind of doesn't. So that's unideal. I take Aqueduct points. Well, I guess we're not worrying about those anymore. What could this be that would help? Probably most of all a laboratory. I didn't find the wealthy village, which is particularly annoying because it means I can't enlarge before the shuffle. Just gonna point out. We could also take like a monkey for more draw. That would be a potential thing. We could also, I guess we'll maybe stick another importer in there. Might actually be the mode of or best thing to do. Now what? Well, let's set aside some stuff. What are we buying? Wealthy village, right? In a perfect world, we'll find the importer, but it's probably not a perfect world. Let me get more importers, maybe try to like pile stuff that way. Yeah, that's no good. We're gonna have like 3 importers to play this next turn. Doubloons is actually really, really nice. Like, I needed the econ boost more than virtually anything else I could possibly have. I don't love having to get like through 3 importers this shuffle, but oh well. Hopefully we'll live. Like there's a lot of stuff I need to be drawing, and I can't do it. Straight up can't do it. Too many importers to get through. That means the importer last turn plausibly should have gained a lab. I was just being really, really ambitious with things. Maybe overly so. This will be another wealthy village. Feeling like you got enough lab. I mean, you have 2 labs in there. This is not a big deal. Having the 3 importers here is super not helping me. So we are gonna draw all that. I could lose the crystal ball right now. Maybe go like crystal ball to lab or silver to lab. I don't think the crystal ball is actually better than much anything else. Let's do that. I'm gonna play probably 2 of these and set aside the other one with like 1 copper. It's not ideal, but like I'm kind of feeling pressure to get more draw here. Or I guess more wealthy village would be the thing I'm actually trying to say. Figurehead is nice for me. Do we need another lab? Maybe. We may very well need another lab. More than another loot. Especially with only getting 2 cards out of the Grotto this turn. The trashing is super not helping. You're up to a 3rd importer. That's pretty scary. I mean, that's on a turn that I almost certainly can't get around. I should note that I do have this thing is a remodel for me because I got the doubloons. I'm not sure how useful that's going to be. Like, I've only picked up 1 buy loot. I could go like doubloons to platinum, but who cares, right? the figurehead's potentially useful, but like you have potentially 3 importers coming out, and I don't think I can be taking 2 wealthy villages this turn if that's the case, right? So potentially we're going to be doing like doubloons to province instead if we want to take 2 wealthy villages if you aren't greening. It's not looking amazing. I think like you getting the crystal ball early and maybe the second importer were both really good moves. Maybe particularly second import. I mean, that was the big opening difference, right? I went for the Grotto a little quicker. Which did not turn out particularly well. Seemingly. Same time, you put out 3 importers here, and yikes. So maybe we're buying a green card. Maybe the 2 wealthy villages, I think that might be okay. These are a little, well, maybe not. These are definitely a little scary. I'm not drawing enough, and I'm not grottoing enough, and I've trashed, well, I'm not going to say I've trashed too much, but I've trashed a unfortunate amount. Alright. Yeah, I think we just have to take the 2 labs and figure it out later. If these importers are gonna mess me up. Right. I guess we could take another Enlarge too. Do that. Try to just get some extra gains, and I don't think I'm gonna be successful. Oh wow. I just died trying to draw. There's like nothing here. What am I gonna do? We could set aside 2 coppers, enlarge doubloons, buy basically double province here. I don't think it will really save me, but it really seems like the only reasonable option. I just don't have a proper number of gains, right? You can just take out like a bunch of lab, and then you probably are able to buy out what you need. I guess that lab, wealthy village will do it. Oh, you even have an enlarge to start. Yeah, this is not gonna end well. I mean, I was like a turn and a half late to the wealthy villages. Not ideal. So yeah, I think the double importer was substantially better. And I just ended up with less stuff, and that's why double importer was better. You got more stuff, you got the crystal ball, and you were able to get the wealthy village early, and that was that. So that's what I ended up losing. And see you all.